Mr. Ellsworth Tenney Babe Dahlgren. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having me here.
What is it, I thought of this when the stamp came out. The Lou Gehrig stamp came out this year. What is it like to have known someone who wound up on a postage stamp? Is that a shock?
Yeah, it's not a shock at all, but the funny thing is that kids are sending me pictures of them and the postmarks in Cooperstown and all that, and I feel guilty. They want me to sign my name, and all I did was take the guy's place when he decided he wanted out.
Are the memories still fresh of that day in May of 39?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was just talking to some of the boys in the back about the day that when I took his place. I went to him, well, before that, he took the lineup up to the umpire Basil at home plate, and he knew he was out. It was announced he wasn't going to play that day. He walked back, walked past us on the bench, and the drinking fountain was just beyond us, and Johnny Murphy was sitting next to me, our relief pitcher. As he did, he took a drink of water and he stayed down there, and I looked and I was as close as I am to the end of the stage, and I said to Johnny, he's crying, and Johnny reached back and took a towel from behind him and threw it, and it landed right on Lou's head, and Lou wiped his face, and finally he came up, and after being down for about 2 minutes, and no, everybody ignored him. They were looking, and yet they weren't looking. They didn't want him to see them looking at him. And he planked himself down on the edge of the bench, and he stayed there for the rest of the game. I went to him in the 7th inning, and I said, Lou, you better get in there now and keep your streak going. We won the game 22-2. I almost had 4 home runs. I hit a home run. One was caught off the fence, and 2 they jumped up in left field there in Detroit. And this 8th inning, I went to him again, and he said, oh, you're doing fine now. In the 9th, I said, look, Lou, you got to keep it going.
And he wouldn't come in. He would just keep the streak
alive.
alive.
That's it. And there was a feeling of finality, you know, at the time. This was I felt that I did something trying to get him back in the ball game, but he had made up his mind.